the gourd is pretty good. I hate to admit it, but the gourd is pretty good.
Look, they're looking fresh today is all I'm going to say.
Stop
Okay.
it. You don't encourage
That's my one. That's my one.
Sentinel's back on a pistol buy. You mentioned the dry peaks earlier. Shazam's not able to find a head in the initial peak, and now you see the Seekers coming through. They still have hookah control.
They know someone's there now.
And I wonder if they just flip the map here because you have some semblance of showers control with net. That's exactly what they do. Yeah, they're going to flip it.
I think that's our first TP out of the guard, out of anyone in this game either. Right. 8 rounds in, we're finally seeing it, but it is going to be a slow A hit. Right now, all of a sudden, the rest of Sentinels are here to try and stop this one out. The problem is there's so many smokes on site, you don't have any angles if you're Sentinels.
And there we see the Brim meta come through, right? They're able to rotate so quickly, and because of that, they can just telly back. I thought they would have done this maybe a bit sooner.
Oh,
Net,
this is good.
Yeah, if Net gets the timing right now, but they're out.
Yeah. But now they can come back to A, and look, Net's taking this huge forward position. Like, the guard's mid-rounding is absolutely sick, and no one on Sentinels is going to expect this. Net just can't die here, or he gives the rifle over, and Tens, with the rifle in hand, is getting a lot of work done. Oh, no, it's going to fall apart.
No way. Go to P, swings around the wall, not up in time. And now the Hunter's Fury, there's no way that Tens does this, right? There's no way Sentinels do this.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left. Side player's going to have to go massive. He's got no HP, intense spam through the wall. A third. Keep an eye on how many more times we see that play out, right? This essential like sprint race that's happening off of the Brim utility, a much slower pace in this round.
Yeah, this is the guard default.
Ones.
So we saw Sky sort of flash down showers at the start, Viper short A, Raze outside hookah, and then Brim Sage down long. This is sort of their go-to strat, although Trent, I will say, rushed very quickly over towards B long. So the dog is going to get concussed. Sick may have to TP out here. There's so much util.
Yeah, but he's got Zombs here to help him out. He's got ice, he's got fire all over his feet.
Oh, man.
But the satchels keep him back, and the guard haven't found a way in.
And Doug, Saya player has ultimate, so you can use that coming out of hookah, or you could potentially use it to try and re-clear down long over towards Octagon. Here it comes.
Patient, though. He doesn't swing out. Now looks down. Zombs dropped. And Sick falls as well. The leader for Sentinels doesn't find any more success, as it's now a 5v2. Yeah, Saya player's pretty freaking weak. But there's no way Sentinels can do this. It looks like they're just going to keep the op into the next round.
Yeah, had to result to this a couple of times now, and the Guard are not a team that necessarily love to go hunting down for guns after they've won a round. They like to carry those over a lot of the time, so just going to post up those angles, guard it for the time being. That was frankly a pretty solid round coming through from the Guard. I think the utility down B long slightly missed out on Sick for just a little bit, but you know, if Saya player's there, maybe you can use the paint shells to force the TP. Regardless, though, as soon as that ult is coming out of hookah, like, you have to be on you know, fully prepared for it. I almost said on guard again, and I figured I need to stop working that into my sentences.
At least a little variety.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, it's like casting Sentinels, and there's
the operator for Tens. It's found some success. The last time we saw him in this exact spot, it was a Sheriff. Not able to land the shot this time. Little jump peek.
I believe Guard know they're 3A now, because the dog went down showers immediately, and I believe that saw both Viper and Sova. It's possible that Shazam was able to hide himself behind the corner, but with Jet being there too, that instantly calls over the rotation towards this B site.
And I wonder if they come back. You see the drone from Shazam just worked its way through A short.
Yeah, and the Valen should have heard that drone as well. So I think that's actually going to call them back over towards this A side. It's a fake on fake on fake. Maybe they're even anticipating that after you take the first shot with that operator on A short, you actually rotate towards B just to keep things mixed up. But a good smoke. Again, this is Guard not dry peeking the angle and working up A very quickly.
He has to give up the space, right? An operator this close is so difficult to pull it off with, but I mean, if there's anyone to do it, it's going to be Tens. You see the Viper Spit and the Orbital Strike as it delays, it pushes things back, and it's just Saya player who's uptight by himself. Trent falls. The Sentinels fight to take control back. And there's Tens with the op. Rez comes through. You see a couple more smokes falling, and Ender, the spike still hasn't gotten down, and I don't know that there's going to be enough time to flip the map, but by golly, they're going to try. 15 seconds left. It's a foot race.
Sick Reddit, though. He was already rotating B.
But he only has 27 HP. My goodness, that's a massive kill. That might have done it. All right, Valen with the plant. And nade right in his lap.
No.
Can he get the plant? Yes, he does. 6 already gotten 3.
Oh,
no
Trent's
way.
just out of range.
That's all it's going to be. Jonah P's going to have to go massive. But he's got pressure all over the place. Not able to land any of the shots. Sentinels get out of that round relatively healthy.
Yeah, Sentinels will sort of fight you to the death sometimes on site. Just, you know, I mean, walking into the
default that you've mentioned for a couple of rounds here, Ender.
The big difference is where is Trent, right? Trent's the guy that mixes it up, and wow, we're going fast on a B.
6 able to satchel his way out of trouble. But they've taken Octagon control and Hookah control. The thing is, how quickly do Sentinels come over? Sick with the showstopper. No! It's extinguished. The fuse runs out. Sick falls. 5v4 in favor of the guard.
And it's a double elbow push. Jonah P gets that first kill. 3 players now stuck in CT, but great util again. Gets some burst damage down.
Way.
Tens goes up high, but can't find anything.
That would have been absolute filth. Numbers still in favor of the guard. 10 still with that op. Now, the thing is, Sentinels have established some control of elbow, courtesy of Dapper. Okay. I'm sorry. So much for that. Although, Shazam can find something back. It's a 2v4. Perhaps you play for exits. You're running out of time. There's not a whole lot you can do. The operator
limited the impact you could have from the op or even peeking in general. It's just so hard. Now Sentinels with another heavy lean towards B. They did this earlier in the half too. But Guard aren't interested in B at all. They've already taken showers. They've got smokes down, and these Seekers are going to give them all the info they need.
And really, the only line of defense that they had on the side has fallen. Valen should be able to get the spike down. Thing is, Ender, last round of the half, and it's a broken buy out for Sentinels. Yeah, Valen gets tagged on the way out, but there's nothing to really follow it up. Sentinels starting to push forward, though. Full U-Haul control in favor of the guard. And it's gone from bad to worse. 2 left on the side of Sentinels. Spike ticking down. There's just no way in. There's nothing they can do, Ender.
Nah, it's full-on buddy system. You'll never get a 1v1 if you're Dapper. Now it's 3 buddies on top. Traditionally, I would say Tens was a player we looked at to have like very slow first halves. Tens has looked pretty solid so far, so that is a good sign. Him getting over to that Texan ping, maybe a good one. Everything bigger in Texas except for the ping. Is definitely a good look here for Sentinels to start things off. But they're going to need some rounds here as they're already doubled against the guard 8-4.
See the Trailblazer coming through from Trent down long towards Fountain to try to get some info, but then that should confirm things. If you're the guard, although they still have a lot of options under.
Yeah, Sentinels just used a drone down B long, maybe trying to sell that there's a little bit more pressure over there, but you can see Shazam instantly running back towards A short. Dapper, the only player from Sentinels going showers, or maybe a late lurk through there, seeing if you can find a good timing onto that crossfire Garter trying to set up, but with 41 seconds left, some good util is going to cut Tens off from the rest of the team. He gets the kill, though.
Massive opener. He looks for a second. But Valen keeps him back. Sentinels continue to double down. Take a look at Trent on your minimap. He's starting to rotate around, so you've got Trent on the flank. You've got, that's Net, who's controlling showers. I don't know that Sentinels are going to find any room to breathe here.
And Doug, there's only 20 seconds. Shaz gets a big kill on that backside player, but again, Trent on short has the potential to stop this plant out. He whiffs, though.
Oh, the frenzy. But perhaps the Classic can find what they need.
They can't
with
plant.
6 seconds left, there's just no time. They're not going to get onto the spike. They're not going to be able to get it down, even if they do reestablish control. There was no room for Sentinels to work.